I'm cleaning my glasses really quick. You guys were looking a little blurry. So, welcome. Welcome to my channel. There you are. It's so nice to see you. My name is Marcy Turner. If you don't know me, welcome to my channel, All Things Marcy. And I encourage others to do things they didn't know that they could do. So, we are in Flip It February. And let me tell you a little bit about what Flip It February is. Flip It February is, hang on, I need to go back. We were in Do It December, right? In December. We were in Do It December, and Do It December was for you to do all the things that God has told you to do. A lot of us, including me, did not get that accomplished. So here we are in January. Then January came, and at first it was just in time January for us to be just in time to do all the things we know we should do, just in time for us to finally start that business, just in time for us to get that money, baby, to make the money that we know that God has for us. And then God changed it to Juicy January. And Juicy January was simply Psalm 34:8. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man who trusts in him. Well, how are you going to be blessed if you don't trust in him? How are you going to trust in him if you don't know him? And how are you going to know him if you don't taste him and see that he is good? Okay, so taste and see that he is good. Okay, so now we're in February, baby, and this is Flip It February. And let me tell you about Flip It February, baby. Flip It February is for you to flip over. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna walk you through, right? For you to flip over all the things that may have felt like weights in your life, that may felt like stumbling blocks, that may have been impeding your progress to whatever the Lord has called you to do, whatever's on your heart, whatever dream that is, whatever goal you have, whatever that thing that you think about that you know you want to do. And you think about it so much when you lay in bed at night before you fall asleep, you dream about doing it. When you wake up in the morning, you fantasize and dream in your mind's eye and think about doing it, right? So those things there. And so, but we haven't done those things. We procrastinate, we wait. We're afraid. We're afraid of success. We're afraid of failure. We're afraid of a lot of things. And these things have been stopping us from doing what God has called us to do, doing that dream, that goal, that vision, right? And so Flip It February is for us to flip all those things over and let's look what's underneath the rock. Let's flip it over. Let's flip over those excuses so we can see, call these things out for what they are and not make excuses. It's so easy to make excuses because it feels safe. Your body naturally wants to keep you safe from what in our mind is seen as danger, right? And stepping out in faith can sometimes be very scary, especially if you have, and this is not just to this group of people, but you have your regular 9 to 5 job or whatever that job is that you've had all the time, or you've had the same friends, that same friend group, the same things that you do all the time. Well, when you step out in faith, all of those things can potentially seem like they're in jeopardy. Okay, well, will my friends see me the same way? Will my friends talk about me, or will they joke and like crack jokes and you know like try to crack on me, like, who you think you're trying to be? you know um we just don't know what it's going to be like, and sometimes it's just scary, is the point that I'm trying to make. Okay, and I get that, but we have to really look at these things and be honest enough to say, hey, I'm afraid. And it's okay if you admit that you're afraid. What's not okay is you don't say it, you really feel it, and you use other excuses to stay where you are. And then you don't move forward in what God called you to do. Now you got to answer to God. And now there's people that are in this world that need what you have, but the thing that you have is not going to even be made, done, created, started because you're walking in fear. I've been there. I understand. Fear of success. What if this actually works and then it really takes off? Is who I am able to sustain this? Sometimes that can be scary. Fear of failure. Don't nobody want to fail. And then everybody see them fail because it's like the way it is with social media now. When you fail in slow motion over and over again because everyone's watching, everyone's posting, and worse, reposting with their opinion attached to it. So I 100% get it. But guess what? God has equipped you to do exactly the thing that He's called you to do, exactly the thing that your heart desires to do. So it's not like you just out there willy-nilly on your own trying to make something up. You were created for this specific thing in mind, baby. Don't you know that? Hello, Velocity. You were created with that specific thing in mind. So you already qualified, baby. All you got to do is step forward. Take one step at a time. Hello, Rebelled AV. Come closer. Okay, come on. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. God did not give you the spirit of fear, but He gave you power, love, and a sound mind. That's what He gave you. So if there's anything that comes in opposition to that or opposite, you know it's not God. And God didn't give it to you. And if God didn't give it to you, then you know who did. The devil. And if the devil gave it to you, do you know that if you are a believer, you know that God gave you authority over him and you could cast him out? I rebuke you, Satan. I rebuke you, devil. And then you go about your business and you keep moving forward. And I know always it's not that simple, but you can continue to speak that over and over and over again. You can call those things that be not as though they were 17 times to say it, and then that'll help you take even a half a step. But a half a step forward is better than not moving at all or even moving backwards. God is not pleased when we draw back. He's pleased when we move forward in faith. As a matter of fact, baby, it is impossible to please God without faith. Without faith, it is impossible to please God. Did y'all know that? It say that, just in case you ain't know. Okay. Sometimes we forget. Sometimes we forget because we can get caught up in, there's a lot of stuff to be distracted by. I mean, it's hard to even watch this video. I get it because you can be scrolling and then I say something and then you off, right? But you miss your blessing if this is where you're called to be. You miss your blessing if this is the word that you're called to hear. Okay. Okay. So Father, I thank you. Hello, Alexander Zamora. I thank you for each and every person that's on. I pray for them. I pray that you bless them. I pray that they get what they need today in Jesus' name. Amen. Hello, I love MM2. Okay. So today's message is entitled The Time You Have. Baby, the time you have. Listen. We're in the last days and it's just that simple. Okay. I was going to try to make it seem all whatever. It's just that simple. We're in the last days. It's a lot going on in this world. It's earthquake, volcanoes, it's riots, it's wars, it's rumors of wars. I mean, it's so much. It's so much going on. So we're in the last days and it's just that simple. Okay. So the question is, what are you going to do with the time that the Lord has given you? Let me just let that sit there for a minute. What are you going to do with the time that God has given you? Hello, Mud Puppy. Unfortunately, we don't get to live forever, and tomorrow is not promised to no man. Tomorrow is not promised to no man. You hear me? So, but do you know that God has graced you with a certain number of days and we don't get to know how many we have left? Unfortunately, we all are graced with a specific number of days. We just don't get to know what those days are. So if God has given you an assignment, how much longer are we going to procrastinate? I promise you, I am talking to me first. I'm talking to me right now. I'm talking to me right now. If God is giving you a specific assignment, how much longer are you going to procrastinate? That dream that's on your heart, look at the excuses or the reason you give, right? Why you're not doing it. I'm talking to me too. And I'm going to tell you at the end because I'm about to start a community. Okay. And I'm gonna share with y'all at the end. Let me get comfortable. Let me get comfortable. So how much longer you gonna procrastinate? There is no good enough excuse that we can give God that he's going to accept us being disobedient to him, because delayed obedience is still disobedience. Man, this is hard because I know God is talking to me right now too. Jesus, help us. Help us see our purpose and calling and gifts for what they are. Blessings to your people, oh God, that we may move forward. I don't care. Even on your worst day, you're still amazing. Even on your worst day, you still got gifts and talents that people need. On your worst day, I heard it this way. Your worst day is somebody else's prayer. Your worst day is somebody else's best day. You hear me? So you cannot take this thing for granted. We cannot afford to continue to procrastinate because the time we have, we're not in control of. The time we have, real talk, we don't know how many days we have. And God has graced you with a certain number of days to get accomplished the things that he's told you to do. We don't have forever to do it. And this is a hard word today because I feel like I'm smacking my own self in the back of the head right now. You too, I love MM2. Okay. So if someone needs that invention that you still don't feel like it's ready, okay, but they cannot do without it, can you imagine how they must feel? If there's something that you know that you need, but you can't quite put your finger on it, or that person you need to hear from, but it's like there's something missing. And I truly believe that's why so many people scroll through social media, because they're looking for something. There's a hunger that they have. Sometimes you don't know what it is, and you'll get to a page, and it doesn't happen often because you got your people that you listen to or you watch or whatever, right? But every now and again, you get that person or that skit, and it just makes you, I mean, laugh like a laugh like, man, it just, and you think about it all day, and it really just touches you. It really makes you laugh. It brings you joy, or it really touches your heart. Those are people with gifts and talents. They're just choosing to use them, right? But that's them. What about you? They're no better than you. They're not more than you. The world needs you too. What you gonna do about it is the question, baby. What you gonna do about it? So I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do about it. What I'm gonna do is I am starting a community. I'm so excited. I am starting a community. I'm gonna be announcing it soon. It's gonna be Sunday or Monday. Excuse me. I'm gonna announce that I'm starting a community either Sunday or Monday. After Friday, I'll know exactly. Okay, but Sunday or Monday, and I'm gonna be announcing my community, and I'm so excited about this community. I'm going to tell you my website in a minute, and I'm going to tell you where I'm going to have my community and how you can join the community and how you can be blessed in your community. Because listen, we all go through things, but the bottom line is no one deserves to go through their thing alone. I had a horrible time of burying my son, going through a divorce, being shunned by family members. I mean, literally, the hand of God is what kept me. But here's what I know: the hand of God is who put me there. Because before it all started, God told me, I'm about to take you and your family through the fire. And baby, I didn't know he meant fire, like the hot kind of fire. And it was hot. And what he was doing was really burning off a lot of the things that was on me for me to be used. You don't know if the things that you're dealing with is God's hand on it, creating something in you, stirring something in you, um, getting things out of you that are no good. There's so many things. But see, when we're by ourselves, we kind of tend to self medicate, we self diagnose, then we start listening to the enemy's voice, and then it just goes down here from there. And I don't want that for you. And I definitely didn't want it for me. And so I'm going to be starting a community and I'm so excited about it. I will tell you. So just stay tuned. I'm going to announce it like Sunday or Monday. So, mm, mm, it's your birthday. Okay. I'm so excited. So, if you like this video, if I encourage you, said anything that encouraged your heart, please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. And then share this with 3 people. Share this with 3 people who you know they're not making the best use of their time, right? They've been struggling. They don't know who they are. They're amazing. You know they're amazing. Their family knows they're amazing. Their friends know they're amazing, but they still have not taken those steps to move forward in the thing that God has called them to do for whatever the reason. Okay. Share this with 3 of those people or even 5 people. Okay. I appreciate it. So with that being said, join me every night here, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I love you. I care about what happens to you, and baby, you matter. Mwah. Peace.